Distance. When you need to distance yourself from something or someone. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I just share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. And I have 5 channels. Links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. If the links aren't working, just cut and paste the name of the channel, and you'll be able to get to it that way. If you connect with me, I will connect with you with all 5 as well. And I post new and different videos on each of the channels daily. So I hope you get to check out all of my channels, and if you haven't, you don't know what you're missing. So today I got to thinking about distancing, when we need to distance ourselves in some way from someone or something. Now, when we distance ourselves, that doesn't mean that we're breaking off a relationship necessarily. And it doesn't mean that we don't love someone the same. It just means that for whatever reason, we find the need to distance ourselves in that relationship. It could be a professional relationship. Maybe it's going through a difficult time and we feel it's best to step back a little bit, or a lot. It could be a personal relationship where someone's behavior is not all that great, and we feel the need to distance ourselves until they get a hold of themselves. Now, sometimes we can have a very positive impact upon someone's life when we're up close and personal, but there's other times that we can't or don't, because people's behaviors and choices are theirs. It's not ours. And so we have to remember that just because we choose something a certain way, or we think that they should behave a certain way, doesn't mean that they're going to do it. And so I believe that there are times that we need to distance ourselves, hopefully lovingly, hopefully it's short term. And you know, sometimes we don't have to distance very much. Sometimes we just reduce the amount of time spent with somebody. Other times we have to distance ourselves a lot. And sometimes we just distance for a short time. Sometimes it's quite a long time. And so sometimes we have to distance ourselves in some relationships for various reasons. It could be that that person needs to grow and we're holding them back. It could be because of negative behaviors that we need to distance ourselves. It could be just that life is growing in different directions and we need to kind of give them space and they need to give us space so that we can grow adequately. And then often those people come back together exactly as they were, or different, or better. And sometimes that distance remains too. So it all just depends. Sometimes the distance remains, sometimes it comes close back together and stays together. But distance often happens in most relationships at varying level. It's sort of like a dance. Sometimes it's just momentarily, and sometimes it's long time where you're kind of sitting out from the dance. And so I got to thinking about distance today, and sometimes it is necessary. But if you are going to distance, it's always best if you can do it on a good note, in a good way, and lovingly, because just because you're distancing yourself doesn't mean that you don't love them. Sometimes you do love them, and that might be part of the reason why you're distancing yourself. But distance can happen in some relationships. From my house to yours, may God bless you. Or maybe in all relationships at some level, like I said. Well, from my house to yours, I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.